I'm Tom from Do It Yourself Home Automation, and this is a look at how to clean your Fitbit Versa smartwatch. So, one of the great things with the Versa and also the Ionic smartwatch is that they are fully waterproof. So, you can actually clean them right in a sink. You don't have to be as delicate as you did with some of the older models like the Surge. But that said, there's some good techniques to use for cleaning your watch and making sure that you don't cause any damage to the watch. So the first thing is just to get the right materials. It's really important to use a soap. It's actually a non-soap based cleaner. So it seems a little bit counterintuitive, but there's soaps that are extremely mild. They're used often on sensitive skin. And the one that Fitbit has recommended in the past is this Cetaphil. So again, it's not actually a soap with some of the astringent kinds of things in there, but it will do a really good job of kind of gently cleaning things, and that's what they recommend, especially since this is going to be in contact with your skin. So you want to make sure you're using a soap that's not going to get kind of trapped on the band and cause any kind of irritation. Now, I like to use these little fabric cotton rounds, and I think these are really helpful. It's a disposable thing. You can use it to clean the watch really easily with the soap. So the first thing I like to do is just to take the watch and do a basic rinse. So I've got this in my bathroom sink. I'm just going to run it under some water. Now I'm going to wet my cotton pad, and then I'm going to put some of the Cetaphil soap on it. So I can put this off to the side, and I'm going to take the soap. And you don't want to use a ton, just get a little bit of that lather going on the pad there. And then I'm going to take the watch. And I like to start with the back of the watch because that's in contact with your skin. It's usually the part that's going to need the most cleaning. This is not in bad condition at the moment. It's fairly new, but you'll start to see, things build up on it, especially if you're wearing it to the beach or getting sunblock on it. So I like to take the cleaner and just sort of gently wipe the back of the watch on here. And the areas to focus on in particular are the bands along here, and that's because that's where it's really a lot of the time in contact with your skin. So getting that area really clean, and again, you're just sort of gently washing and using that Cetaphil non-soap based soap to wipe off that area. And then the other part that I like to focus in on the back of the watch is the charging contacts, which are right here. Cleaning those and making sure that that area stays free of sand and other kinds of debris definitely helps to make sure that your charging connection is a good one and the watch charges efficiently. If you start to get stuff built up on there, then it's a less efficient charge, and sometimes it can actually be hard to even get it to seat in the charger properly. The other thing to clean are these little windows on the back. These are the sensors that are measuring heart rate and probably other things too. I suspect there's an SpO2 sensor on there, although it's not shown in the app. But just cleaning those little windows and the LED on the back there, make sure that they have a clear view of your skin, and that means you're going to get more accurate heart rate data potentially, especially if you start to get build up on there. It can make it harder for the device to read your heart rate from your skin. So just to finish cleaning off the bands here, then I'm going to flip around to the other side, wipe off the screen and the buttons on the side. And even though this is water resistant, I guess they technically say, I try not to get too much, into the buttons on the side there, just because, I never trust that it's fully waterproof. But definitely cleaning the screen off, and again, using that Cetaphil very gentle cleaner tends to work fine. Then I like to rinse it, get any of that soap residue off of there. And then I like to use some tissues or some paper towels and just kind of gently dry the watch. Now, this is really important. Don't put it right back on after this. There'll still be some water, on the back of the watch or sort of trapped on the band. So I usually like to let it sit for at least half an hour before I actually wear it again. And you want it to be totally dry. So again, you're not trapping moisture against your skin because that can lead to irritation over time. So drying it off like that, and then I will let it sit and come back in a little bit. Okay, so I'm back now, and you can see the watch is fully dry. There's really not a lot of, residue or anything. But the final step that I like to take, and it's not, you don't have to, but I find it definitely helps, is to take a microfiber cloth, and you can get these on Amazon. People use them to clean glasses, to clean computer screens, and that kind of thing. And just to take that and do a final kind of pass over the screen here. And microfiber is great because it's going to pull out any oils and any kind of like dust that's still stuck on there. And I find that's helpful because sometimes, even with washing with a soap, you might have fingerprints and oils and that kind of thing that get stuck on the screen. And the microfiber cloth will take that to kind of a full polished and shiny type of look. So that's basically how to clean the Fitbit Versa. You can see now, the band is nice and clean, so a little water actually, so I'll let this dry out a bit longer. And the back, you don't have anything on the window there. It's totally clean. And the charging contacts are clean as well. So you get a good charge, good reading of your heart rate, and just overall, protecting your skin by not having any kind of dirt and debris trapped down there. If you found this helpful in any way, please subscribe to my channel. It really helps.